That evening I got really drunk. I remember feeling like I was stuck in a rut and was making no progress. So I decided to drown my feelings with alcohol. Hardly ever does anything good happen when you lose self-control, but this was not one of those occasions. It seemed I had a touch more sexual magnetism than I thought. Because that evening the Hungarian band singer decided to come on to me. Apparently she had a thing for me and everyone knew about it. She'd been sending me signals, but being an oblivious virgin, I had no idea what those signals were, or what they were supposed to indicate. So, we found our way back to my cabin, and that's when I lost my virginity. I'm not going to go into any detail about it. There's no need to. All I'll say is that I was extremely drunk. I barely remember it. But I do remember her asking me if it was my first time. Of course I lied and said no, but I think she definitely knew.
You think?
The most awkward thing about that evening was not the sex itself, but rather the situation. As we crashed through the cabin door, we were practically tearing each other's clothes off. And sitting at the desk playing a video game was my roommate. He looked at us for a moment and then without saying a word just turned back to his game, put some headphones on and continued playing. We'd drawn a curtain around the bed so we had some privacy, but it was still a bit odd to be intimate with each other for the first time while someone else was sitting a metre away. What was terrible about the situation, and I swear I didn't know this, was apparently my roommate was head over heels for this particular Hungarian honey. He had taken her out for dinner and for drinks, bought her flowers, announced how he had strong feelings for her, but she didn't return them. Instead, she did the tacky thing of sleeping with his roommate whilst he was in the room. Had I known any of this information at the time, then of course I would never have gone through with it. But I didn't. So the next morning I was strutting around with a smug smile on my face, proud that I'd finally left boyhood behind. When I was informed later that very same day about her behaviour, I was lost for words. I was no longer proud of myself and instead just felt kind of used and cheap. Nothing stays a secret for long, I mentioned that already. So when word got out about me and the Hungarian, people were torn in their decision to either comfort my roommate or congratulate me on losing my V-plates. The main reason nothing stays a secret is because there's no possible way of doing the walk of shame without being spotted. She was seen returning to her room in last night's clothes, which was all that was necessary for anyone to get their much-needed dosage of daily gossip.